This is Kerry Artak with Wicked Signal. I thought it's proper this morning, Monday, November 9th. Big rally. Pfizer announced positive results on a new vaccine, so the market's going crazy. Now, I also do a daily S&P 500 E-mini futures letter, just so you know if you're interested in S&P 500 analysis on a daily basis. But this is a kind of a one-up video on the SPY. The Spider S&P 500 ETF. It's the most active stock entity, I think, in the trading universe. The SPY symbol SPY tested resistance this morning. It actually pushed through it just a tad. 364.38 has been the high so far. 364.35 is this extreme channel top. And this is an area that can contain buying really for the month of November and even through the rest of the year. Now, there's no obviously certainty that it will do so, but as far as resistance goes, this is a ceiling. I call it a midterm ceiling in that it can contain buying on a 3 to 5 week, possibly 2 to 3 month basis, depending. From here, this market, now it needs a series of stair-step sell signals on the way down, but it can certainly fall back into the 320s over the coming weeks. And that, which I'll show you in a moment, is an area of support that can absorb selling really through the first quarter of next year, possibly beyond. So, you know, right now I would characterize the balance of the year. Now we're in early November, the balance of the year through December as kind of a two-sided framework, really, between let's just call it 365 and 325 to round these numbers. These levels are both rising a little bit every week. And from here, as I say, the market can, say by the end of November into early December, fall back into the 320s where it finds respectable support. Now, on the other hand, let's talk upside. Obviously, the emphasis is up near term. Is that going to spill into more of a mid to longer term dynamic? And the answer to that would be if, yes, we close above this 364.35 formation, which I've noted is only for the week of November 9th. It rises a bit. I'm going to give you the exact numeric output for this channel top a full 4 weeks later in just a moment. But just to underscore or highlight the buy signal that could play out if we close Friday, that is the week itself, above 364.35 in the SPY, then, you know, the timing of this could be 2 to 3 weeks, could be a couple of months. But bottom line is our next target would be in the low 400 area, 402.05, the week of Monday, November 16th, which rises a full month later, the week of December 20th, to 415.51. Now, I'm sure I could comb through the charts, longer term monthly charts, and find other resistance areas above here, but this is just basic, and sometimes simple is the best. So bottom line, closing above 364.35 this week, bullish continuation to the low 400 area, or 402 to 415 over the coming weeks, which is an area, by the way, that could contain buying well into, if not through, the first quarter of 2021. Now, as I mentioned, holding below 364.35 does allow overbought trade to emerge, and the market then able to fall back into this 320s again. And let's take a look at that. You know, I've got a couple of things actually going on here. And not only do I have this 324.25 channel bottom, but I also have, now if you watched a video, I should have probably mentioned this initially. If you've been to the website, if you've looked at recent posts, you know that a week or two ago I did a SPY video that actually talked about support levels. And this particular formation was brought up. It is at 313.40 this week. 324.25 this week is this other channel bottom. This area merges and comes together by, when is it? The week of December 7th into the 325 even area. So, you know, if this market decides, if you will, to fall back, you know, it could take, as I say, every bit of 3 to 5 weeks. And I'm just putting it out there that these two formations merge together at 325 even the first week of December, which is an area, by the way, that can absorb selling through the first quarter by that point in time. And it's also a significant downside sell signal into the first quarter. Did I say third quarter or first quarter? If I said third, I apologize. What I meant to say is this 325, these convergent formations can absorb selling by that point in time through the first quarter, and inversely a downward sell signal if settled below through the first quarter. I'll definitely be shooting another video if the market does happen to violate this lower area, but right now it looks highly unlikely. Right now, obviously, it looks much more likely, given our proximity to it, that we will settle the week above this 364.35 formation the week of November 9th. I can give you next week, it's also at 364.91. It's rising ever so gradually. And by the way, let me just one time remind you that 366.59 the week of December 7th. You could take 366.59 and subtract that 364.35 level, divide by 4, and you'll have the rate of ascent of this channel formation that you can sell into or buy puts from, if you will, so long as we continue trading below it. But as I say, closing above it, buy signal. Holding below it, the market remains heavy into December trade. And we can, as I say, over the coming weeks, fall back into this zone. Anything more to say here would be redundant, so I'm just gonna finish it now. Thanks for watching this. Please tell your friends about Wicked Signal. It's a free service, and I'm going to try to get out to one post a day here in the coming weeks. But right now, it's a couple, 3 at the most a week. As we acquire more content, we'll definitely be upping it up to once a day. And that's all I've got. You have a great day. This is Kerry Artak with Wicked Signal.